Tonight on Apple Valley News Now at 6, not one, but two semis pulled from the Columbia River in a process that shut down part of I-84 for hours today.
And record-breaking heat today, but some momentous changes coming in store for tomorrow in eastern Washington. I'm tracking all the developments in your First Alert forecast.
Plus, the next chapter unfolding for the Richland School District as efforts get underway this week to replace one of 3 recalled officials.
This is Apple Valley News Now at 6 on your side.
Good evening and thanks for joining us. I'm Alyssa Warner. Tonight, Teamsters Local Union number 839, along with other unions, are hosting a rally to show their support for Pasco City Councilman Irving Brown Sr. It's in response to what the unions say was an act of racism over the weekend. Councilman Brown, who is running for re-election in Pasco, says he went out to check his campaign signs over the weekend and found at least one had been vandalized. Not only that, he says it had a derogatory and racist word written on it. Apple Valley News Now reached out to Councilman Brown and the local Teamsters union earlier today. They say racism has no place in Pasco. Pasco City Councilman Irving Brown Sr. says serving on the city council the past 2 years has been rewarding, but it hasn't come easy.
He faced some backlash from some of the people in the community because it was supposedly a Latino seat and they shouldn't have given it to an African American man. So we had to deal with that up front.
While checking out his campaign signs over the weekend, Councilman Brown said he found one on Road 68 that had not only been vandalized, it was defaced with a racist name.
I just looked at it and I put it in my little tool bag after fixing the sign that was terribly damaged. I went home and I just processed. I tried to process how to articulate this without anger or retaliation.
Councilman Brown says this isn't the first time he's faced this in the community of Pasco. 2 years ago, when he was set to take over the seat, he found out someone didn't want him on the council. Not because he wasn't qualified, he says, it was the color of his skin.
There was an anonymous letter sent to disregard me from being a city council member. It was. And I'm going to talk about everything. This was sent, but it was my choice. It was sent to the city. And it was brought up to my attention that this letter was received by the city of Pasco, and they were so gracious and asked how would I like to handle this.
The Secretary-Treasurer of Teamsters Local number 839 told us when he learned what had happened to Councilman Brown, he wanted to send a message to the community. Racism doesn't belong in the city of Pasco.
So I figured all of our allies should come together and support him in this because nobody should be subjected to that ever, but especially in 2023. It's just ridiculous and it's unheard of and it's horrible.
And we're taking a live look at that rally this evening. It started around 5:30. We're told several unions are part of this moment just to show their support for Councilman Brown as he is running for re-election. And the councilman tells Apple Valley News Now the opposition only gives him fuel to keep moving forward in his dedication to the betterment of the community. Tonight, we're keeping a close eye on wildfires burning across the state of Washington. Lightning sparked a small fire on Friday in Mount Rainier National Park. And as of the latest updates, flames from the Twin Firs fire had burned just about half an acre in old growth forest near Nisqually Road near the Twin Firs Trail. And a fire team has been battling those flames. Meanwhile, fire crews in eastern Washington are keeping a close eye on hotspots within the Gray Fire burning in Medical Lake near Spokane. You'll remember this was what we saw when that fire started just over a week ago. Now, flames since then have burned more than 10,000 acres. They've destroyed more than 240 homes since that fire began 10 days ago. The cause is still under investigation tonight, and a silver lining, an unexpected change in weather conditions tomorrow may improve the situation. But for today, we are talking near record-breaking heat in the Tri-Cities. Stacey Lee is tracking that in your First Alert forecast.
Yes, very, very close today. In fact, look at our triple digits. A little while ago, there were several more triple digits in the area. Still 101 Tri-Cities, 103 Toppenish, 102 Hermiston and Pendleton. We broke records yesterday in Cle Elum. Our almanac today at 103 Tri-Cities. We tied a record from 1972 in our average temperature 88. Now, things are going to be changing drastically going forward. We've also been keeping an eye on that air quality. That helped keep our temperatures down this weekend. Even yesterday, we were supposed to be a little warmer than we got due to the smoke and haze. So planning your evening out tonight, again, smoky, hazy, not unhealthy air quality. So the good news is you can get outside, do some gardening, enjoy. Down to 84 at 9. In Yakima, I would get out and enjoy the pool because you may not want to the next couple of days. You're down to 80 at 9 p.m. there. And in Walla Walla, great night for an outdoor barbecue. Again, a little bit hazy, 82 degrees. Here's what's ahead. Again, that smoke and haze should improve. We have that cold front moving in. We're going to see showers and thunderstorms developing late tonight, plus strong gusty winds. We have a high wind advisory in place. I'll tell you where it's at coming up in your first alert forecast. Alyssa.
Thanks, Stacy. Not one, but two semi-trucks ended up in the Columbia River near Biggs Junction late Friday night and early Saturday morning. This morning, the Oregon Department of Transportation had to shut down part of I-84 so that crews could haul those trucks out of the river. The Sherman County Sheriff's Office says the drivers of both trucks were able to get safely to shore after their respective crashes. Oregon State Police are working to figure out what happened there. The U.S. Marshals Pacific Northwest Violent Offenders Task Force arrested 26 offenders in eastern Washington in a 2-week warrant sweep called Operation Centennial Trail. It finished up on Friday. They received help from more than a dozen agencies, including the Benton County Sheriff's Office and Yakima County Sheriff's Office. The operation targeted violent fugitives and repeat offenders with warrants for crimes like assault, burglary, child molestation, robbery, vehicular homicide, and sex offenses. The goal was to get offenders at risk of committing further crimes off the streets before they could hurt anyone else.
Limitations are both investigative resources, so that information sharing, knowing where individuals are, being able to follow up on tips, and just our manpower of having enough individuals to be able to go out and do this often very dangerous job.
Anybody with information about the whereabouts of any state or federal fugitive can always call the Marshal Service Communication Center. You can also submit a tip on their website. Bryan Kohberger's defense team wants to have cameras removed from the courtroom for future proceedings. In a court filing today, attorneys for Kohberger argued that camera operators have failed to obey an earlier instruction by the judge to avoid exclusively focusing on the defendant. They cited multiple close-up shots taken inside the courtroom, including when Kohberger entered the courtroom. And they argue this necessitates, quote, expulsion of cameras from future proceedings because they say it is, quote, jeopardizing his ability to undergo fair judicial proceedings. Kohberger is charged in the murders of last November of 4 University of Idaho students in an off-campus home. Tomorrow, ESD 123 will interview 3 candidates to help fill a vacancy on the Richland School Board. Semi Bird, Kari Williams, and Audra Bird were all recalled in the August primary, leaving the Richland School Board with just 2 of its 5 positions filled. The Educational Service District will select 1 replacement who will be sworn in on Thursday of this week. Then the 3 board members will be able to appoint 2 temporary positions. So the candidates being interviewed tomorrow are Robert Scott Butner, Jeffrey Estes, and Lindsay Leitner. The meeting is set for tomorrow at 4:30 in the afternoon. It is open to the public. You can also stream that meeting on Zoom. Now, the Pasco School District hosted an all-staff expo and rally this morning to kick off the 2023 school year. Each school in the Pasco District was represented. At this event, staff and teachers were getting ready to welcome their students back to school. Superintendent Michelle Whitney spoke about her own experience going through the education system while going through complex circumstances at home.
And when you come from that kind of circumstance, you have to learn about the world from people outside your family system. And when I think about it, it was really the grandest gesture, the gift of people who start out as strangers taking the time to deeply invest in me.
Now, keynote speaker Steve Pemberton spoke about the lighthouse effect, how to be a human lighthouse to inspire those around you. He told teachers and staff in attendance, nobody forgets the first person to recognize their accomplishments. For some, the person may be a parent or grandparent, but for so many, it is their teachers.
But others of us, the person who looks at us like that is you. you're the one. Looks at them with that lighthouse look. Possibilities and not circumstances. Turns their doubts into destinations.
School begins for the Pasco School District tomorrow, August 29th for 1st through 6th, and for 9th graders, it is August 30th for 7th, 8th, and 10th through 12th grades, then Thursday, August 31st for all kinder classes in the Pasco School District. Coming up tomorrow, Kittitas County Public Health will provide free vaccinations, but only for Morgan Middle School students. The school will host this event with vaccinations available from 10 until 5 tomorrow at the school. Parents do have to be present for any student unless they have a completed consent form. Those went out through the school portal to parents and guardians. Students can get inoculations that protect against multiple diseases that are available on the Health District website. Revealing information about hazards for athletes, what researchers learned about the risks for young people in one of the largest studies focusing on CTE. That's still ahead. Soaring temperatures, heat records dropping like flies, but we're getting ready for a major shift in local conditions. Stacey Lee is tracking that in your First Alert forecast. And relatives of people killed in a float plane crash in Western Washington last year are now taking legal action. That's next on Apple Valley News Now at 6.
I remember when you get a whole meal for $5.
Yeah, it was last Tuesday.
Oh.
And every Tuesday at A&W, where single Papa Burger combos complete with fries and a root beer cost just $5. The good old days are here again. A complete meal for just $5. Tuesdays only at A&W.
At West Richland Family Dental and Prime Dental Pasco, we are open from 7 a.m. until 7 p.m., Monday through Friday, plus Saturdays for when the week gets to be too full. West Richland Family Dental and Prime Dental Pasco, stunning smiles for the whole family.
It's the Ford Big Deal Labor Day sales event. Choose from big deals and great rates on new trucks and SUVs, now through September 4th. Lease a well-equipped 2023 F-150 for just $389 a month for 36 months, only at your local Ford dealer.
Hey Tri-Cities, the Mid-Columbia Duck Race is coming September 23rd, and so is your chance to win great prizes while supporting our community. This year's grand prize, the new 2023 Toyota Tacoma from Toyota of Tri-Cities, plus dozens of other great prizes too. See your nearest Rotarian and buy your ducks. Every duck comes with valuable coupons for local savings. Lend a hand, buy a duck, and keep this wonderful community fundraiser going strong. Mid-Columbia Duck Race presented by Toyota of Tri-Cities and Autobahn Auto Care Center.
What you doing out there?
Taking the scenic route. I know this looks like a summer blockbuster, but this is a Nissan sales event tag. With 5 drive modes, this Nissan Rogue gives the performance of a lifetime. Now comes the real star of the show.
Now get a low $419 per month lease or get 0% APR financing for 36 months on select Rogue trims.
Better hurry. These offers won't get a sequel.
Spectrum brings us Spectrum One, where Spectrum Internet, advanced Wi-Fi, and unlimited mobile come together to keep you seamlessly connected wherever you are!
Why did you switch? With Spectrum One, we get a super fast, reliable connection.
And the advanced Wi-Fi has enhanced security and privacy features that automatically block online threats.
How reliable is Spectrum Mobile? It's a super reliable service coast to coast.
Switch to Spectrum One and get internet for $49.99 a month, plus free advanced Wi-Fi and 1 free line of unlimited mobile. Call 1-833-685-4999.
What is a leader? Someone who has backbone, resilience, determination to put a stake in the ground and get their hands a little dirty. Arrow Construction Supply has been the Northwest's leading provider of asphalt, concrete, and erosion control industries. From homeowner do-it-yourself to large commercial projects, we have everything for sale or rent to get the job done. Your locally owned and operated Arrow Construction Supply, leading the way and hitting our mark for 30 years.
It's the Ford Big Deal Labor Day sales event. Choose from big deals and great rates on new trucks and SUVs, now through September 4th. Lease a well-equipped 2023 F-150 for just $389 a month for 36 months, only at your local Ford dealer.
KFC's Wednesday Country Fried Steak Meal is a delicious value, complete with mashed potatoes with gravy, coleslaw, and a biscuit, all for the incredible price of just $5.99. Really, what's left to say? How about see you again next Wednesday? Country Fried Steak Meal just $5.99, only at KFC.
Operation Best Friend on Good Morning Northwest, sponsored by Windermere Group 1.
Welcome back. A float plane crash off of Whidbey Island in western Washington nearly a year ago killed 10 people. That includes Sandy Williams, a community activist from Spokane, and her partner, Patricia Hicks. Now several lawsuits have been filed against the companies that made and operated the aircraft. Erica Zucco reports.
This was a preventable accident. The fact that it happened is completely unacceptable.
3 lawsuits argue companies involved with the manufacturing and operations of the aircraft that crashed near Whidbey Island last September are at fault for the loss of those on board. 10 people died in the crash. One of the suits represents the estate of Luke and Becca Ludwig, visiting from Minnesota at the time.
They were both absolutely devoted parents. They coached sports teams. They picked their kids up from school. They were with them all the time. And not only that, I think it's also important to understand how important Becca and Luke were to their community as a whole.
The NTSB's investigation found mechanical issues with the plane. It also found a crucial lock ring was missing that helped keep the plane flying straight and could have prevented the plane from nosediving into the water.
Passengers expect redundant systems, or passengers expect systems on aircraft that will at least keep them safe.
2 other lawsuits also gave details about the passengers whose lives were taken, the impact they made, and the losses their family and friends have suffered as a result. While they ask for damages, the suits also call attention to the need for more safety measures and checks and balances to prevent the pain so many are now facing.
Their lives revolved around their kids, and I can't overstate how much of a loss it was to their kids and their community.
That was Erica Zucco reporting. The float plane crashed off Whidbey Island nearly a year ago on September 4th of 2022. Tonight we have a travel alert for anyone driving I-90 through Snoqualmie Pass in the next 25 hours. WashDOT is warning drivers of a rock blasting closure that's expected tomorrow evening at 7. The agency says the road will stay closed for about an hour, and it allows work crews to continue widening parts of the interstate for more lanes to be added. Eastbound traffic will be stopped at Stampede Pass Road at exit 62. Westbound traffic will be stopped in Easton.
From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Stacy Lee.
Well, we hit those triple digits today, nearly breaking records in the Tri-Cities. Right now it's 101 degrees. Our winds have calmed down a little bit, 13 miles an hour. Our sunset tonight at 7:43. Let's take a look at air quality. That's been a concern for the last week or so. And again, we've been seeing moderate air quality, not unhealthy, but definitely see the smoke and the haze around the region. Now, the air quality should start to improve as we have a big shift in the weather headed our way. This is what it looks like on our Futurecast model, showing us again that smoke and haze definitely here, not in the unhealthy or extremely unhealthy like we had a couple weekends ago, but still in the air as things start to shift. Now we are seeing our weather pattern. We're going to have moisture coming up from the south. And again, we'll start to see some of those showers starting in the Cascades or East Slopes, making their way into eastern Washington. Storm chances tomorrow, again, more so in the darker green than the lighter green, but we'll start to see those showers develop overnight. You will see some cloud cover starting to move in overnight. This is 4 o'clock in the morning, a light little stray shower there. And then as the day moves on around noon, we'll see some scattered showers through the area. Now, what we could see with this system, again, with that warmer air coming up from the southwest and then our westerly flow, we could see some thunder showers developing in our region. And again, very unsettled for the next couple of days. And then we'll really start to see the rain chances pick up here in the Yakima and Kittitas Valley pretty much for the rest of the week. A slight chance of showers each day. We do have a wind advisory from 11 a.m. tomorrow to 11 p.m. for the Kittitas Valley and the eastern Oregon portion of the Columbia Basin down the Columbia River Gorge. Again, we're expecting 25 to 35 mile an hour winds with gusts up to 55 miles an hour. That could be very dangerous, especially for high profile vehicles down the Columbia River Gorge. Here's those winds again. We're starting to pick up here 8 o'clock in the morning. You'll start to see those strong gusty winds coming from the west. That should start to clear out a lot of the smoke out of our region. And again, those winds just pick up and intensify later in the afternoon. This is 5 p.m. and again, strong gusty winds continue. If we do have any lightning caused fire strikes, well, they could spread rapidly again with those breezy and gusty winds, but there is no red flag warning at this time. Temperatures overnight tonight, again, pretty good sleeping weather, a little on the warm side, 65 Walla Walla, 66 Tri-Cities and Yakima, and those temperatures will continue to drop as the next few days. Now, triple digits today at 102, 103, 82 tomorrow. That's a good 21-degree drop in just one day. Made it up to 100 in Yakima. Again, 80 degrees there. It's 20 degrees down. So here's what your day looks like tomorrow. Again, look for a chance of stray showers and thunder showers throughout the afternoon. Temperatures only getting up to 79, 80 degrees tomorrow in the Yakima area. Columbia Basin, Tri-Cities, again, some showers, cool temperatures in the morning, making it up to 82. So it's going to feel so much cooler after that warm weather we've been dealing with the last couple of weeks. Again, those thunder showers in the area, 63 by 8 p.m. Weather photos, keep those coming in. Here's that smoky sunset. My friend Shelly got that one. Thanks, Shelly. Remember to send your weather photos to ESLI@AppleValleyNewsNow.com. Tell us a little information. Include your name so I can give you some credit. Here's that short-term forecast. Again, unsettled with a chance of rain and those temperatures dropping to the low 70s by Thursday. In the Tri-Cities, again, the scattered showers. Wednesday, first day of school for most kids here in the Tri-Cities. 82 degrees, going to be a nice day there, and then we'll see those clouds move in with more chances of rain. And again, pretty miserable day tomorrow along the foothills of the Blues, Walla Walla, scattered thunder showers. A nicer day on Wednesday, and then cooling down to the lower 70s there on Thursday. Lots more to get to in your weather forecast. Alyssa.
Thanks, Stacey. And a health alert next on Apple Valley News Now at 6. The recall impacting over-the-counter eye drops. We're talking about the information you need to know next.
Give yourself that new car feeling with a detail from ProClean Auto Detail Systems. Details start at just $125 and we'll make your car look and feel like new. Gift certificates are available. Forget the rest and come to the best. ProClean Auto Detail Systems.
Our customers depend on us for everything. We grow well over 200 different crop varieties, and there's tremendous diversity within our trade territory. We spend a lot of time and work a lot with our customers on enhancing and utilization of the products that John Deere offers. From a technology perspective, we do what we say every single day.
Okay, who here has reached peak fall?
Peak what?
Peak fall!
I am wearing plaid.
And I'm wearing a cardigan.
I guess I am eating snickerdoodle cookie dough.
And I am eating a pumpkin pie blizzard.
The new DQ Fall Blizzard menu has reached peak fall. Pumpkin pie, snickerdoodle cookie dough, and more. They are back!
I just love fall.
Apparently we all do.
Oh, they did it! Peak fall achieved! DQ, happy tastes good.
Set summer in motion with the most adventurous Honda vehicles yet, like the Pilot and Passport Trail Sport and the Ridgeline, built for better off-road performance and engineered for more adventure. This summer, create your own adventures with Honda, the most awarded brand in Car and Driver 10 Best history. Buy online, reserve from select dealers, or visit your local Honda dealer today.
Wild Horse Resort and Casino is teeing up for the LPGA Epson Tour, and you too can go for the green. Every Friday, Saturday, and Sunday in August, play to win up to $5,000 in cash and prizes. A perfect putt will multiply your prize up to 5 times. Play with your club wild card on Monday for 10 times entries to win. Plus, 3 winners will go for the green and putt to win up to $10,000 in the grand prize playoff on September 3rd. Come go for the green. Wild Horse Resort and Casino, Pendleton, Oregon. More winners, more often.
Hi, Jason Valentine for the Apple Valley News Now Great American Flag Swap. Bring your old tattered American flag to All City Transmission on September 8th, and in exchange, we'll give you a brand new flag as we celebrate America together.
At All City Transmission, we stand as proud Americans, cherishing our nation's symbol of unity, the Great American Flag.
Honest work, quality price, All City Transmission.
GMA this week. We hope you're hungry, because all week GMA's on the search for the best tacos in America.
Will we be at your favorite taco spot?
This is going to be so tasty. It's the United States of Tacos this week on GMA.
Alarming results from a new study which suggests CTE might be more common in athletes than previously thought. CTE stands for chronic trauma encephalopathy, a brain injury which is associated with having multiple concussions. It can cause memory loss, confusion, depression, and loss of impulse control, among other issues. The condition can only be diagnosed through an autopsy. Now, Boston University's CTE Center analyzed 152 donated brains from athletes who were all under 30 when they died. 63 of those brains had developed early signs already of CTE. Astonishingly, researchers found CTE in the brain of a 17-year-old football player, one of the youngest diagnoses, and for the first time in a 28-year-old woman who was a soccer player. You can find that study in JAMA Neurology. And an important recall tonight regarding some eye drops. The FDA says it has recalled Dr. Bernie's MSM Drops 5% solution and Light Eyes MSM Drops. The concern is potential contamination. The FDA says those drops could contain potential bacterial or fungal contamination, or both. You can find more information about the recall on the FDA's website. We have a lot more news for you ahead in our second half hour. A major discovery in Oregon that's of important historical significance. What was located and what it might mean. New tonight at 6:30.
The best way to end your day.
That is good TV.
Friends, tonight at 11:05.
Welcome to Tony's Big Cheese Pizza. How may I help you?
I want some of that amazing cheese bread.
I want chicken wing. I want pizza and breadsticks, please.
You'll love Tony's Big Cheese Pizza in the plaza at 24 and Nob Hill.
I'm currently out of the office, focusing on a little blue sky thinking. I'll be taking meetings with family and friends and checking voicemail as my activities permit. I'll connect with you after reconnecting with me. Get 1.9% APR plus $500 purchase allowance on a 2023 Cadillac XT4, XT5, and XT6. Visit your Yakima and Tri-Cities Cadillac dealer today.
Okay, so I'm not sure I could even talk about this, but US Cellular has a new deal where you can get a Samsung Galaxy Z Flip 5 or Z Fold 5 for free.
You're so right. That's a totally awesome deal.
And the Galaxy Z Flip 5 fits right in the smallest of pockets.
My business sense says that's a great deal.
And the Fold 5 has an expansive screen for cinematic viewing.
Excuse me, it's work. Talk to me.
What a boss.
New and current customers can get a Samsung Galaxy Z Flip 5 or Z Fold 5 for free. US Cellular, built for us.
Cut your ties to the fuel pump with an all-electric vehicle from Overturf Kia, your EV headquarters. You'll find a great selection of new vehicles in stock now. Save over $4,400 on an all-electric Nero EV. Now just $37,999. Take delivery today or reserve a car that's on its way. Shop online anytime at overturfkia.com. Overturf Kia at the base of the Blue Bridge in Kennewick.
Next, ET.
This way, come
Before
on!
the final, Indiana Jones heads to streaming, a behind-the-scenes look at how they made Harrison Ford look young.
That's my real face.
Next, ET.
Tonight at 7 on Apple Valley News Now.
Queensgate Gardens thanks you all for the wonderful support that you've shown us throughout this incredible spring season. We are truly honored to have such amazing customers like you. Come on down for any last-minute summer planting and check out our amazing selection at our fruit stand.
Summer won't last forever, but with a great selection of vehicles during Toyota's national sales event, there is still time to capture new memories. With friends and family. Before it all flies by.
Every new Toyota comes with Toyota Care, our no-cost maintenance plan with roadside assistance. Visit your local Toyota dealer to learn more. Reserve yours at Toyota.com.
Come in today.
Toyota, let's go places.
Be advised, this is a once-in-a-lifetime chance to save 40 to 80% on a hot tub and swim spa. Friday through Monday. Major manufacturers and warehouses clearance of new 2023 inventory. Hapo Center Pasco. Over 100 hot tubs on display and everything must go. See the revolutionary swim spa. You can exercise, swim, and relax without the expense and maintenance of a pool. Hot tub starting at $29.95. All inventory 40 to 80% off. 18-month interest-free financing. Trade-ins welcome. Free delivery. We'll even haul away your old hot tub. Hapo Center Pasco. Free admission. Free parking. Call 833-SPA-SALE.
Welcome to Tony's Big Cheese Pizza. How may I help you?
A large pepperoni pizza, please.
Every pizza is made fresh from scratch daily using our family dough and sauce recipe.
You'll love Tony's Bichix Pizza in the plaza at 24 and Nob Hill.
A new study finds more than half the country says they've interacted with a relative who's passed away. Out of 5,000 adults surveyed by the Pew Research Center, 53% said they had received a visit from a dead relative, either in a dream or some other form. In the past year, 44% said they experienced either a dead relative's presence or had a past relative communicate with them. Researchers say the survey included responses from Americans across several religious backgrounds. Still ahead tonight, the exciting historical find in Oregon and what it might mean. Plus, a state of emergency tonight in Florida, the Sunshine State preparing for the onslaught from a powerful storm. And an important lifeline for those who need assistance right away in Eastern Washington. The news at 6:30 starts right now.
This is Apple Valley News Now at 6:30 on your side.
We've been talking for years now about the need for mental health care all over the country, but especially here in Washington. A lot of the focus so far has been on helping people in crisis. But what if you could stop the situation from getting to crisis in the first place? Apple Valley News Now's Emily Goodell reports Comprehensive Health Care is working to make sure that people can get help on the same day they ask for it.
People used to have to wait up to 3 months just to get an initial mental health assessment at Comprehensive Health Care, and more than half the people never showed up. Some discouraged by the long wait, or
sometimes by the time that they had their appointment, they either could have sought another facility, or maybe they forgot about their appointments, whether that we still have different reminder systems or confirmation systems, and that still was not proving to be very helpful for some clients.
But now they've stopped scheduling appointments and switched to a walk-in clinic model, and there is no more waiting period for mental health intakes.
Any of our campuses are able to utilize same-day access. So we've got our Kittitas campus, Walla Walla, Pasco, Lower Valley, which is our Sunnyside campus, and then Yakima as well.
And anyone who walks in during clinic hours from 7:30 a.m. to 3 p.m. Monday through Friday can get help right away.
It definitely takes a lot of manpower on the back end to plan and coordinate. I do think it can be replicable,
because they're just pooling the resources they already had and making them available regardless of location. Now, if someone in Pasco needs help, but the intake specialist there is busy,
they're able to use telehealth services to get a intake specialist that's either in Walla Walla or in Yakima.
So no one has to wait to take the first step toward getting the help that they need. In Yakima, Emily Goodell, Apple Valley News Now.
The same-day access is for mental health intake only right now, but comprehensive officials tell us it could be expanded in the future for substance use disorder intakes and other programs as well. Now, we are talking about some pretty warm temperatures out there this evening, but Stacey Lee is telling us we're going to see a big change in the very near future.
That's right. It is going to be a big change, but yes, temperatures very hot. Look at that 101 right now. Tri-Cities, Toppenish still sitting at 102, as well as Hermiston and Pendleton, again, close to record breaking. We did tie a record today in the Tri-Cities, forecast 103, record 103 set back in 1972. So I think, though, those warm temperatures are going to be saying goodbye. We've also been keeping an eye on our air quality. Things are looking good in Walla Walla. We've had moderate air quality, just basically a little haze in the air around the region. Makes for great sunset photos, so good. Get out there and snap a photo for me. Send it in to Esley at applevalleyNewsNow.com. Again, hazy conditions dropping down to 84. Not a bad day to get out and do a little yard work this evening. If you have a pool in the Yakima area, jump in, because these warm temperatures aren't going to be like this very, very soon. 80 degrees at 9 o'clock. And in Walla Walla, again, a pleasant evening there with temperatures dropping down to 82 by 9 p.m. Let's take a quick look at that 7-day planner. Again, big change from triple digits down to the 80s, even dropping down into the 70s by Thursday. Chance of rain, very unsettled weather all the way into your Labor Day weekend. So again, much cooler temperatures. This kind of looks more like a Memorial Day weekend forecast to me than Labor Day. But I've got more to come in your First Alert full weather forecast. Alyssa?
Thanks, Stacey. And happening right now, a state of emergency in Florida. The race is on to prepare or flee the path of Idalia. This tropical storm is currently forecast to rapidly intensify and to strike Florida's Gulf Coast as a major Category 3 hurricane. Patrick Cornell is tracking the latest.
States of emergencies are being declared in Florida counties.
Pretty much anybody on the west coast of Florida, I mean, you can see major impacts, and so please prepare accordingly.
It's time to take this storm seriously. Your last full day to prepare is today.
Sandbags are being distributed and put into place. Windows and doors being boarded up, and storm drains are being cleared to prevent clogging and flooding.
It's better to be prepared versus not prepared and have regrets.
Evacuation orders are being issued to areas expecting direct impacts along the Gulf Coast.
We want everyone not to be there when that storm hits. We do not want to find people in their homes.
Schools across the state are closing, and the National Guard has been activated.
We have 2,500 guardsmen and airmen that are pre-staged, but 3,000 more are currently being mobilized and are on the way for a total of 5,500, and they'll have at their disposal 2,400 high-wheel vehicles, 12 aircraft.
Florida officials are not mincing words when warning the wrath Idalia has the potential to unleash.
Storm surge can be life-threatening at just 2 to 3 feet. Some of these areas are going to experience storm surge well over 7 foot. There's not a person in this room that's over 7 foot tall.
These storms are unpredictable. That cone of uncertainty is just that. It's uncertain. It's up to Mother Nature to where the storm's going to hit and to what intensity it's going to hit.
Patrick Cornell, Apple Valley News Now.
And President Biden officially approved an emergency declaration for Florida, which unlocks further federal assistance for the state as it prepares for Idalia to make landfall later this week. We are tracking developing news from Australia tonight. At least 3 U.S. Marines are dead, several more injured after an MV-22 Osprey aircraft crashed during a training exercise. There were 23 Marines on board. The Osprey can fly like an airplane or a helicopter, and it's been around since the 1980s. But there have been a number of deadly crashes, including 2 within a matter of months during training exercises last year. The military says as of tonight, it's too soon to tell what caused this latest crash. The Yakima Valley Partners for Education is working to dismantle language and technology barriers in the community. Last summer, the YVPE started a digital literacy computation course program, teaching dozens of people in the lower Yakima Valley about a range of computer skills. Over the course of 6 weeks, students learn the basics, starting with just turning on the laptop. Advocates say the skills are an important part of making sure that people aren't left behind.
In some cases, they're completely left out from resources. Jobs are largely available online. The application process is available online. Things like sending attachments to qualify for services or verify something, a lot of that stuff is now available online.
So those classes took place from July 2022 to June of 2023. 20 Spanish-speaking students were in each 6-week course. Those were located in Sunnyside, Grandview, and Mapton. Heritage University has completed its first week of classes for the fall semester, and the provost tells us she's already heard discussions from students and professors about everything from artificial intelligence and what it means for grading to the new FAFSA application that's going out next year. She says she's also noticed people around campus having deeper discussions about community and even worldwide issues.
Getting familiar and comfortable in the spaces where they're discussing things and really being forced to think critically about serious issues that we're facing, whether it be climate, looking at some of the views I think that are important to this community too. We have those difficult discussions and deconstruct them in the classrooms. And so everyone's really excited to be in those spaces and figuring out how they share, what they share.
Heritage University says they've maintained enrollment even following COVID-19. But officials say there has been a decline in applications for financial aid. Taking action against extreme weather threats, the impact FEMA hopes billions of dollars will make. And after blistering heat today, get ready for a big change in eastern Washington. Stacey Lee shows us what's ahead in your First Alert forecast. Plus, the amazing discovery made in Oregon that has researchers very excited. That's next on Apple Valley News Now at 6:30.
Portions of Apple Valley News Now, sponsored by Lord's Health and Trios Health, making communities healthier.
I know this looks like a summer blockbuster, but this is a Nissan sales event ad.
Get 0% financing for 36 months on select road trims.
Better hurry. These offers won't get a sequel.
What is a leader? Someone who has backbone, resilience, determination to put a stake in the ground and get their hands a little dirty. Arrow Construction Supply has been the Northwest's leading provider of asphalt, concrete, and erosion control industries. From homeowner do-it-yourself to large commercial projects, we have everything for sale or rent to get the job done. Your locally owned and operated Arrow Construction Supply, leading the way and hitting our mark for 30 years.
Craving an action-packed stack of game-changing, meaty, cheesy awesomeness? Taco Time's Taco Cheeseburger. You're welcome. When you know what you want, anytime it's taco time.
Hey Tri-Cities, the Mid-Columbia Duck Race is coming September 23rd, and so is your chance to win great prizes while supporting our community. This year's grand prize, the new 2023 Toyota Tacoma from Toyota of Tri-Cities, plus dozens of other great prizes too. See your nearest Rotarian and buy your ducks. Every duck comes with valuable coupons for local savings. Lend a hand, buy a duck, and keep this wonderful community fundraiser going strong. Mid-Columbia Duck Race presented by Toyota of Tri-Cities and Autobahn Auto Care Center.
Okay, who here has reached peak fall?
Peak what?
Peak fall!
I am wearing plaid.
And I'm wearing a cardigan.
I guess I am eating snickerdoodle cookie dough.
And I am eating a pumpkin pie blizzard.
The new DQ Fall Blizzard menu has reached peak fall. Pumpkin pie, snickerdoodle cookie dough, and more. They are back!
I just love fall.
Apparently we all do.
Oh, they did it! Peak fall achieved! DQ, happy tastes good.
Thanks to Les Schwab tires, I'm a confident backseat driver, but Mom's a little stressed about spending. Remember, deep breaths and watch your speed. Even though we're watching our wallets, Les Schwab is still watching out for our safety. So turn here.
Hurry in and save up to $200 on a set of 4 tires, plus get an extra $50 off with financing. Les Schwab Tires.
Wish you had help getting things done. Same. So I got Spectrum One. It's fast internet, unlimited mobile, and advanced Wi-Fi, all for a great price. Spectrum helps me run all this easily. Work, bust. Treat dispenser, treating. And since I'm always on this, unlimited mobile is a no-brainer.
Get Spectrum Internet for $49.99 a month plus advanced Wi-Fi and your first line of unlimited mobile free for 12 months. Call 833-802-4999 or visit spectrum.com today.
I know this looks like a summer blockbuster, but this is a Nissan sales event ad.
Get 0% financing for 36 months on select road trims.
Better hurry. These offers won't get a sequel.
A major discovery in Oregon. A team of archaeologists from the University of Oregon has found one of North America's oldest human-occupied sites in the southern part of that state. Juliet Smith spoke with one of the professors to learn more.
Patrick O'Grady, along with other archaeologists and students at the University of Oregon, have discovered new evidence suggesting that Oregon could be the oldest site of human occupation in North America. We're talking 18,000 years ago, according to a new radiocarbon dating analysis. If that's true, it would be way earlier than archaeologists had previously thought, coming before the Clovis culture, once seen as the oldest. The team first began excavating Rimrock Draw rock shelter in Burns, Oregon in 2011.
Which means this is among the oldest artifacts in North America.
That orange agate tool was discovered in 2012. It was preserved under a layer of volcanic ash from Mount St. Helens eruption over 15,000 years ago. They also found the remains of 3 different Ice Age animals, which O'Grady says is very rare.
And in 2012, we found this tooth enamel with this stone tool underneath it. And so this is the one that tested positive for bison blood, but it was actually found buried underneath camel tooth enamel. We have dated camel tooth enamel. It tells a story about the association of extinct animals and people in Oregon 18,000 years ago.
He's saying the evidence shows camels or camelops actually roamed around Oregon thousands of years ago. The reason they disappeared from North America is still up for debate. Just last month, the team announced that this blood residue revealed animal proteins on one of the many tools found in the rock shelter. These tools were used for many purposes.
A sharp point would have been used and put at the top of this dart right here. It would then be launched towards an animal, which would then be eaten and used for hide.
And you launch that like a giant arrow.
While these stone spears are usually used with an atlatl or spear, the team has yet to uncover one at this specific site. O'Grady says the atlatl is the most successful and long-term hunting weapon used in North America. It turns out these people didn't occupy this area for long periods. It was more of a place that they passed through. Going back to the discovery of the orange stone,
This looks different because it's not from the area. We're not quite sure where this came from to arrive at this site.
it had been carried from a long distance, suggesting that it was an area people passed through. The team also would have expected to find more tools at the site had it been a more permanent home. The discovery is teaching us about more than just our past.
It tells us about how people respond to climate changes over time. And we're in one right now that we need all the help understanding that we can get.
If we can better understand how people solved climate change thousands of years ago, it may help us here in years to come.
That was Juliet Smith reporting. Now, O'Grady says archaeologists have a couple more years of work, including one more year of excavation, and then they plan to preserve the site for future researchers.
From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Stacy Lee.
And speaking of climate change, we're going to be seeing that here. Again, air quality has been a story for us all week. We've been keeping an eye on that. Right now, we're at moderate air quality and pretty good, though, in Walla Walla, Yakima this evening. That should be improving as we have a cold front starting to move in. This ridge or low pressure sitting on top of us and another one sitting out on the coast is going to move on in. That's going to create some breezy and gusty winds to the point that we need a wind advisory and unstable air mass through the region, again, creating thunderstorms. Now, the moisture is going to be coming up from the south, so you'll feel that humidity coming in, but we're also going to cool down drastically, a good 20 degrees between today's highs and tomorrow's daytime highs. Let's take a look at Futurecast. It's not very impressive as far as the rain goes. Anyway, this model is not showing a lot, but it is showing a little bit of shower activity late tonight, early tomorrow morning, again, and north of the Tri-Cities out towards Connell. And then as we get through the afternoon, again, more scattered showers, very, very unorganized, moving through the area where we could see some rain showers here in the Columbia Basin and again moving up to the north. So it's going to be active. It's going to be unsettled for several days in a row in the region. And again, much needed rain showers. And then we'll really start to shift those showers into the east slopes of the Cascades, into the Yakima, Kittitas Valley, Columbia River Gorge, kind of skipping by the Tri-Cities. That happens quite a bit in our region. Wind advisory, though, in place from 11 a.m. tomorrow until 11 p.m. for the Kittitas Valley. We could see wind gusts up to 55 miles per hour. That's pretty fast. And again, Columbia River Gorge, again, keep in mind how high profile vehicles, RVs and the such. I know a lot of people are maybe getting out of town. We have a big holiday weekend coming up. So just be advised it's going to be very windy. And even though the advisory expires tomorrow, it's going to be windy again on Wednesday. So let's take a look at our Futurecast winds. Again, breezy as you can see through the Columbia River Gorge. Light winds this evening through the Columbia Basin. Then we'll start to see things really pick up in the morning. You'll see those gusts up to 33 and 40 miles an hour at times. As we move through the day, those winds increase through the region. So very blustery day tomorrow. And again, as those storms pass through, those winds will pick up even more so. So again, very strong, possibly damaging winds. On Wednesday, again, we start off very breezy again and through the Columbia Basin and the Columbia River Gorge, and those winds will pick up throughout the day in the Kittitas Valley. So some gusty winds to be dealing with. Temperatures overnight tonight on the pleasant side. We're in the 60s all around, 63 in Dayton, 61 Pendleton, 66 Tri-Cities, 65 in Yakima. Tomorrow's daytime highs, okay, remember, triple digits today. Look at this, down to 82. So that's a full 20 degrees down from what we were today in the Tri-Cities. Pendleton in the 70s here along the foothills of the Blues, low 80s there in Ellensburg at 73. So planning your day tomorrow, again, unsettled, chance of showers and thunder showers throughout the afternoon. 79, 80 will be your warm temperatures. Again, look at your warmer at noon than you are at 4 with the cloud cover, down to 67 by 8 p.m. In the Tri-Cities, again, rain showers expected, a little more sunshine here, a little hit and miss in the Tri-Cities, 82 at 4, 68 at 8. 8, so a big cool down there. And in Walla Walla, same situation. Look for those thunder showers later in the afternoon in the 70s, down to 63 at 8 p.m. Weather photos, keep those coming in. Great view of that smoky sunset. You can probably grab a cool one tonight. Snap them and send them to Esley at applevalleyNewsNow.com. Next 3 days unsettled from the triple digits down to the 70s in short order. Here we are in the Tri-Cities again, the chance of rain. Nice day for the first day of school, and then we cool off quite a bit on Thursday. And in the Walla Walla Valley, again, scattered showers. Nicer day Wednesday, and then kind of cool there on Thursday. That 7-day planning forecast, it's on the way. Alyssa?
Thanks, Stacey. One of the country's largest air carriers is now facing a massive fine. The reason why, next on Apple Valley News Now at 6:30.
I remember when you get a whole meal for $5.
Yeah, it was last Tuesday.
Oh.
And every Tuesday at A&W, where single Papa Burger combos complete with fries and a root beer cost just $5. The good old days are here again. A complete meal for just $5. Tuesdays only at A&W.
Set summer in motion with the most electrifying Honda vehicles yet. Like the CR-V and the Accord, both with available hybrid powertrains, designed to deliver more thrilling performance and more innovative tech. Make every adventure more electrifying with Honda, the most awarded brand in Car and Driver 10 Best history. Buy online, reserve from select dealers, or visit your local Honda dealer today.
Wild Horse Resort and Casino is teeing up for the LPGA Epson Tour, and you too can go for the green. Every Friday, Saturday, and Sunday in August, play to win up to $5,000 in cash and prizes. A perfect putt will multiply your prize up to 5 times. Play with your club wild card on Monday for 10 times entries to win. Plus, 3 winners will go for the green and putt to win up to $10,000 in the grand prize playoff on September 3rd. Come go for the green. Wild Horse Resort and Casino, Pendleton, Oregon. More winners, more often.
No matter where life takes you, how it changes you, or how you change your life, I want you to always come back to remembering our love.
Maybe everything is different, maybe not all bad, where the main things are centered to help us come around. Oh, love is the common ground.
Get ready for fun in paradise at the Walla Walla Fair and Frontier Days. With 5 fair days and nights, there's something for everyone. Get your tickets to feel the good vibrations by the Beach Boys. Attend the Walla Walla Valley Honda Demo Derby and 3 nights of PRCA rodeo action. Your invitation to have fun in paradise is waiting at the Walla Walla Fair and Frontier Days, August 30th to September 3rd at the fairgrounds in Walla Walla.
Hey, you feel like summer, baby, dancing in the lobby. Still catching feelings for you. Feels for you. Feelings for you. Hey!
Watch Good Morning Northwest and
Good Morning America.
Next live, Christian Siriano plus Back to School Week continues.
Even though summer's not over yet, let's face it, nothing lasts forever. Isn't that right, kids?
Yeah.
Tomorrow at 9 on Apple Valley News Now.
KFC's Wednesday Country Fried Steak Meal is a delicious value, complete with mashed potatoes with gravy, coleslaw, and a biscuit, all for the incredible price of just $5.99. Really, what's left to say? How about see you again next Wednesday? Country Fried Steak Meal, just $5.99, only at KFC.
Smoke City for Less. We are open 7 days a week with now 5 locations.
FEMA is sending out $3 billion in grants to help make the nation more resilient against extreme weather. That includes projects like planting trees to avoid extreme heat and lifting homes to help avoid flood damage. The money is coming from the infrastructure law, not from FEMA's disaster fund, which the agency says is close to empty. FEMA says Congress needs to approve additional spending, or it could hamper the agency's response to future disasters. American Airlines now facing millions in fines, the carrier receiving the largest penalties ever issued by the feds for keeping passengers on board its planes for too long. The U.S. Department of Transportation issued $4.1 million in fines against American Airlines for tarmac delays between 2018 and 2021. They impacted some 5,800 passengers. Half of that money goes to the government and the other half goes to passengers. If distributed equally, it averages about $350 per person. American Airlines blamed the issues on weather events and says it has invested in better technology to avoid this in the future. You're watching Apple Valley News Now at 6:30. We'll have a final look at your forecast when we come back.
It's the Ford Big Deal Labor Day sales event. Choose from big deals and great rates on new trucks and SUVs now through September 4th. Lease a well-equipped 2023 F-150 for just $389 a month for 36 months, only at your local Ford dealer.
Set summer in motion with the most adventurous Honda vehicles yet, like the Pilot and Passport Trail Sport and the Ridgeline, built for better off-road performance and engineered for more adventure. This summer, create your own adventures with Honda, the most awarded brand in Car and Driver 10 Best history. Buy online, reserve from select dealers, or visit your local Honda dealer today.
So, Richardson family, the neighbors are very curious about your new family member.
Oh, Robe-Elizabeth?
Hello.
We built her when our daughter moved out so we could keep our family plan and save money.
With US Cellular, you don't need a fourth line to get the best deal. It's just $19.99 per line for 1, 2, or 3 lines.
Oh.
I guess we don't need a fourth line anymore.
This is awkward.
Now at US Cellular, it's just $19.99 per line. US Cellular, built for us.
Cut your ties to the fuel pump with an all-electric vehicle from Overturf Kia, your EV headquarters. You'll find a great selection of new vehicles in stock now. Save over $5,500 on a new 2023 all-electric EV6 Wind with all-wheel drive. Now just $48,549. Take delivery today or reserve a car that's on its way. Shop online anytime at overturfkia.com. Overturf Kia at the base of the Blue Bridge in Kennewick.
It's a factory-authorized clearance at Blue Compass RV. Before the 24s arrive, every 23 must go. Every reasonable offer will be accepted. All 23s come with an exclusive 1-year VIP membership to RV Complete. A $5,000 value only Blue Compass can provide. If you ever dreamed of owning a new RV, now is your time. Every 23 must go at the factory-authorized clearance. Only at Blue Compass RV.
I'm ready to fight.
It's the shocking season finale.
The Final Four.
Let's get it.
It's time to crown a champion.
Wow! All will be revealed on the 2-hour season finale of Claim to Fame, tonight, 8/7 Central on ABC.
A successful real estate transaction requires a team of professionals. At Windermere, our team consists of experienced realtors to guide you through the process. With Windermere on your side and confidence in your real estate journey.
It's the Ford Big Deal Labor Day sales event. Choose from big deals and great rates on new trucks and SUVs now through September 4th. Lease a well-equipped 2023 F-150 for just $389 a month for 36 months, only at your local Ford dealer.
Portions of Apple Valley News Now, sponsored by Lord's Health and Trios Health, making communities healthier.
Welcome back. We're taking a final look at your forecast. And Stacey, after today, I'm having a hard time wrapping my mind over around what's coming.
That's right. Well, things are changing drastically, and we had triple digits near record breaking today. And look at this. We drop a full 20 degrees tomorrow. We're looking for breezy to gusty winds through the area with a chance of showers or thunder showers through the region. And it stays unsettled in Yakima pretty much all week. Now, 20%, not impressive there as far as rain goes, but look at the temperature drop. You know, we went from those triple digits down to the 70s. Normal temperatures for this time of year are in the mid to upper 80s, so we're going to be well below that into your Labor Day weekend. We could see rain. This looks more like a Memorial Day weekend forecast than a Labor Day weekend forecast, but here we go. All right, this is what Tri-Cities looks like. Again, windy. First day of school looking good for the kiddos, actually fairly nice, and then we'll get the cloudy skies. Less chances of rain. We're more hit or miss in our area. And again, Monday, your Labor Day, look at that at 79 degrees. And here's what things are looking like in Walla Walla. Again, the 70s through the week. School starts tomorrow with a little bit of a storm for you in Walla Walla, but not bad weather overall. Labor Day, 30% chance of rain there in Walla Walla. So,
you know, it's great weather to get outdoors. Just maybe take a raincoat.
There you go. Be prepared.
Thanks, Stacey. Thank you so much for watching. You can always find the latest on our website, applevalleynewsnow.com.